Hello Scorpios, welcome to your August 2025 reading. Gonna do charms and cards looking at August. We're gonna do a deck to look back at July. I always like to just check back on the month previous, see how everybody did based on that reading. So if you just want the messages, feel free to skip ahead. Otherwise, let's get into your charms. I'll pause anytime I feel movement. They're just discarding some off the top for you. You don't have to worry about those ones that spun away. Just kind of going over the chart. And I'll kind of go every which way till I feel the movement or they just drop like that. Oh, we got movement over here. Just waiting. Okay. Okay. So let's clean up the ones they don't want. Just gonna tune in here. No, it goes that way. Okay. Okay. So let's get the cards to go with the charms here. See what the messages are for the month. See what our conversation's going to be about for Scorpios. Okay. All right, that feels right. And now we'll get 4 cards just to look back at July. We'll just check in based on what the conversation was and how does it connect into August here. If you're bringing anything forward or if it's a whole new topic. Okay. Let me just take a timestamp for our friends who skip ahead to just the messages. And then we'll go ahead and start the reading. Starting with July, so looking back at July, I'm just quickly looking at my notes here. July was focused on Scorpios, kind of setting out on your own path, kind of doing things your own way or going your own way, not letting someone kind of hold you back or a scenario hold you back. It's okay to kind of set out on your own journey. So let's see here. Let's see, how did July go? Well, it looks like you successfully understood the message last month, which is when you do set out on your own path, you know, someone back at the home base, someone you felt like you were caring for, or you're a strong shoulder to lean on, sort of the lion here that's smiling. You know, they encouraged you. The message last month was they would be okay if you set out on your own path, and definitely get this energy here where the shift is now them supporting you, something that you thought you know, wouldn't go over so well with them, but it seems like it did for those of you that kind of stepped out here. Then I feel like another sort of group of you, similar to the Gemini's reading. That group was split, and one of the last readings I just did also kind of, some individuals did, some individuals didn't. Everybody was kind of in their own position within the same kind of journey, but in their own place within that. I'm getting that similar here for for those of you who haven't yet set out, but you're in that planning stage. You're kind of getting everything in order. It's not that you haven't expressed it to the individual. You know, they're here supporting you as you make all the details and the plans and kind of get ready to set out on your path here. So some of you who have already moved forward a little quicker, which is fine. A little bit more eager to get out there. Follow your own passion. You know, this was like taking the job opportunity, travel, kind of all that messaging was all encompassing in July here. Okay, so August, where do we want to start? In this area here, a lot of messaging about just direction, right? So how will you find your passion in life? The fairy here is all about knowing what you want to do, but not necessarily all the steps from A to B. So just kind of sort of pause, lost in direction a little bit. What's going to help you understand what will bring you joy at this time? And we have the horseshoe here, which is good favor. So you have luck in your favor. But also this is always for me like a receptacle. You know, it's ready to receive. So what would bring you joy right now is just to kind of be open and ready to receive. Now my dream wishes coming true, right? Following your passion, following your dream. It was sitting on nothing is wrong with you. Nothing's incorrect with you. You know, you're not going about this the wrong way. You haven't missed anything that is meant for you. If you're thinking that way, which is why your joy center is a little dinged here. But then we have abundance sitting on sort of the 4 colors here, which brings sort of overall well-being and balance. We have emotions, health and wealth, passion, and creativity and strategy. So really kind of this beautiful rainbow color of manifestation. You clearly know what you want to do, whatever this adventure is, whatever this passion, this wish, this dream is. You have luck in your favor to kind of set out. And I feel like it's going to kind of make you feel whole. It's going to make you feel like oneness. That's the abundance waiting for you, is you're going to feel like yourself, right? You're out there following the journey that you want to follow. You're following the pull that your soul is taking you on. Now, a beautiful message here about kind of continuing that journey from July of embracing who you are now and kind of leaving who you were up to this point, right? We all evolve. And, you know, the reminder here that this is kind of your shining moment now. It's your opportunity. So going back to this little supporter, this partner, family member, friend, whoever it is that you seem to care for, support, you're kind of the backbone, you give them stability. Again, they're going to be okay when you kind of step into your own here. Look at all the good luck, good fortune, abundance, memories, magical moments, right? Everything that's waiting for you. So August is a lucky time period for you to set out on this. You're dealing with a heartbreak or a hurt. I feel like this is just lingering. I don't think this is fresh because of the key on top, the new start. So this is more like closure. You might have ended a scenario, a situation, a relationship in order to move forward here, but you have done it, right? You've unlocked this next phase, this next chapter. So this just feels like lingering emotions. Of course, we're going to have memories that resurface. Not everything gets worked through, you know, like overnight. But you're already well on your way. Like I said, you've kind of unlocked this, even if it's just unlocking how to deal, right? So then we have the turtle here, kind of in the same energy that they're connecting here. We have the legacy you're hoping to leave. So what's your story? You know, this is the turtle with your this chapter of your Akashic record from this current life, right? And seeking answers about your purpose right now. So again, your soul coming in with your soul purpose, kind of delivering this wisdom, this knowledge back to you. So let's see what you've unlocked here. What knowledge, what new chapter, what next phase, what's going to happen for you here. I swear I'm shuffling these cards, but there's a lot of cards that keep coming out repetitively here between signs. They're all good cards. Beautiful eagle here soaring, all the confidence, right? You're courageous. You have your eye on the prize, right? Your dream. Again, the key. Maybe that was the key. Maybe you had an epiphany moment. You had that aha moment, or you will have the aha moment of what's that next step? How do I follow my passion? And you're not going backwards. That's what I like about this, Scorpio. All this messaging from July to August is all about forward momentum. And look at how peaceful you are. You know, how well she's sleeping and resting, because she knows she's making the right choice, right? You're following what's meant for you. In terms of like sort of your answer here, you know, what's my purpose? I don't know why soaring is the answer here that I'm getting. Your purpose is to kind of see things from a higher level. You have that kind of visionary ability. We see that here with the dreams as well, charm. So you have in the creativity, sort of the well-balanced Scorpio. You're very, depending on, I don't think it matters what your main personality is, creative, analytical, whatever lens you look at the world through, you have this ability to, like I said, just see the bigger picture, and you kind of soar to those heights. You know, your destiny is to soar to great heights here. That's the legacy you're going to leave. You can kind of rest in that knowledge. You know, you will achieve your dreams. You definitely have the ability and the willpower necessary. I know it's an eagle, but I want to read it like a phoenix, or what's it called? A griffin, where it's eagle, lion, eagle, lion, griffin. Also like a magical, mythical creature. Like they're comparing you to these great magical beings. Sort of the type of power, willpower that you have to manifest, get things done, make things happen. It's interesting that you feel like you lost that a little bit. Maybe it's just the codependency or the dependency that you kind of feel over here. The loyalty. You have the most control. You're in the driving seat, right? You're the visionary, so you got to kind of take yourself there right now. That just means no divine intervention at this time for you. I did say that in another reading. Strong is beautiful. This is all the courage, the strength, right? The beautiful griffin here. And the comparison. You know, don't compare where you're at right now in your life with your goals. You can still achieve your goals, but you're going to need to go at your own pace here. And then insights about this transformation you're going through, just to help you with the change. So really what they're telling me here is the sort of like yellow brick road feeling I get from this charm, right? Setting out on your more abundant path. When she sets out on the yellow brick road, it's adventure, which we were getting in July. Time for you to head out on your journey. Time for you to head out and be in the driving seat of this next phase. right? You're gonna kind of guide your own transformation here. Your heart, the beautiful red there. And then my chubby bird here, this is all about incoming news that brings about peace, happiness, joy, contentment, right? He's nice and fat, so he's full and singing, happy with where they're at. But let's see what this incoming news is. Kind of brings about that or supports you with your change, your transformation here. So I like how they're saying use your time, right? This is your time. They keep saying, you know, you've unlocked it. You're in the driver's seat here. That's meant to be. You're transforming into this magical being to make your dreams come true and attract wealth into you. So it's really like, what's that language? Like me era, you know, focus it on you now. Even the magic of the cat, right? His character, he's wise. You know, he delivers her information and hints and tips, right, through riddle. So I wonder if you're going to have like an earth angel, right? Someone's going to pop in with a tip. You know, tips are like, oh, did you know if you go to this place on this day? Oh, I heard you're going here, but you know what? If you go at this time, right, to like save money, save you time in traffic, all that kind of things. I feel like, you know, the news that's going to come in to help support your transformation, your change, are going to be like these little tips, these little earth angels that just kind of naturally drop something in conversation that keeps you on your path here. What I like here is you kind of have like a blank canvas, right? Kind of going back to that explore, adventure. Maybe it's a blank canvas because each one of you has your own dream, right? Your own passion that you're seeking to fulfill at this time. I like how she's holding her dress out, like she's about to like skip, right? Skip down the yellow brick road, kind of live in the present, absorb everything that's happening around her, you know, kind of twirling and looking and doing like 360. Like there's a lot of kind of beautiful, flowing, easygoing movement though. Like she's not moving at a fast pace, it's easygoing. She's content, she's enjoying like each step that she's taking here. Right, so she doesn't miss her little birdies with hints and tips and info to kind of support her along her journey. I guess kind of like Alice in Wonderland, right? She kind of meets the like Tweedledee Tweedledum, then the Mad Hatter, right? She meets all these little people along her way, but she still gets encouraged to kind of get to the castle, still meet with the queen. But they give her little tips, right? Don't they drop little hints to her of what to expect, what to avoid, what to be careful for? So it's kind of like this message of you're leaving home, or you're setting out on your own. So this could be not leaving home, but like leaving a job that you're really used to, maybe like 10, 13 years, and you're going to another division, you're going to another company, you're going to another team completely, right? So again, that loyalty, that connection of, I hope you'll be okay while I'm off doing this journey, which they will be. And yet along your journey, you're meeting all these kind of wonderful people that help you with this transformation, support you through it. You know, they'll probably come in on the days that you're struggling the most. Whether it's like a low emotion day, or you're feeling lost, disoriented, right? They kind of come in and help you out here, Scorpio. So really lovely energy. let's connect in next month, and we'll see how things transpired in August, but let's see how your story's continuing here into September.